Hi, Mohammed. Thank you for sending in your first essays, and I'm really glad you're enjoying the course. It looks like you're working really hard. These are great essays, and it's good to see you following some of the suggestions that Ben makes during the modules there. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is about developing skills and imagination. And I just want to draw your attention to the question again, okay? So here we go. Doing an activity with a child. This is important. So we're talking about doing something with a child and not the children doing it on their own. And I think you need to show the examiner that you understand that and you've read that bit. So as you're going through this, again, when you just do a revision and have a look at my suggestions, I think you should, playing sports together or something like that, or playing PlayStation with children. Yes, it can be beneficial, but it's the fact that you're doing it with them rather than them doing it on their own that's also quite an important part of this question. So you need to kind of show you understand that. All right, let's look here. Very good introduction. I like how you've made a good statement there, and you've acknowledged that reading is quite good, obviously, and you've said that there are other activities that can boost a child's creativity as well, and you're going to discuss them. Fruitful, yes, we don't use that very often, but it's okay here. I think it is nice rather than repeating beneficial all the time, which is otherwise the danger. Okay, so playing games on a console such as PlayStation, capital P, and Xbox can largely benefit a child because games demand spontaneous and quick strategic response, to accomplish the levels. Therefore, the higher the game level, the tougher the challenge gets. And I would say here, ultimately encouraging the aforementioned skills or ultimately building. Instead of eventually, I'd use ultimately. Maybe building there, the aforementioned skills. Collectively, this nourishes a child's imagination. Yes, address and forecast new challenges. Yes, I like that. That's good terminology there. Okay. Normally we predict a challenge, we don't forecast a challenge, but I think that's okay. I mean, I would prefer predict, or anticipate might be better. Just goes a bit better with that word. Okay, so secondly, playing sports with children can also benefit. Can also have plenty of benefits that are proven to. Now, you don't want to repeat benefit here. Enhance all aspects of creativity and other skills or useful skills. Now you're telling me why the brain needs to do rapid calculations. Yes, very interesting and very good example here. I like that. And you've backed up your example. So this is a really strong paragraph. You've given me the good sentence, you've developed your sentence, you've got an example, and you've backed up your example. So fantastic stuff there, really, really good. And then your conclusion. I firmly agree that other activities such as playing games, rather than reading. And I think I know in this argument, this essay, you strongly agreed that it's better. I think you should make another comment on the benefits of reading. I know you say to it here, reading's fine, but I would like to see somewhere else, maybe in your conclusion, maybe here, just another sort of, although reading is so important, so although children, yes, do sport, but don't forget to do reading. Just somehow say that we're not trying to get rid of reading altogether. We're just saying that other things can be better. And so here maybe rather than just reading. I'm not quite sure. I mean, just something just to enhance that a little bit. Do you see what I mean? Rather than just putting all your argument onto one side. Important to acknowledge some benefits of reading, okay? In the future, now you need to put I believe, because it's a big statement to put this will be. We don't know that. So you need to hedge, which means moving back a little bit. So I believe this will be an ever-increasing trend that parents and schools will follow or will not be able to ignore. Something like that would be okay. All right, your next essay. So sorry, well done on that one. Just to summarize on that one, your task achievement. So this is what the examiner looks at. Have you answered the question? And is your word count okay? So word count's good. Yes, you've answered the question, but I'd like to see another sentence just about the reading. So the cohesion. So is it easy to follow? Are you using nice connecting devices to join your ideas like this? So therefore, secondly, you should actually have firstly somewhere if you've got secondly. So consequently, is it easy to follow? So yes, that's absolutely fine to conclude. You're showing me where you're going. Your grammar looks very good. I'm not picking up grammar mistakes, so that's excellent. And your vocabulary looks very good. You've got some nice vocab here. And you're showing me, yes, submissive position. You're showing me some really good, strong lexis. So this is looking like a really good essay. So the second one, schools have to be more entertaining. Yes, now you've done a good essay again. Well done. You've made some nice comments here, and it reads very smoothly. All I need you to do is to tell me. So I put here, define what you understand by entertainment. So it looks to me like you've just used the word from the question without really understanding what we mean by it. You mention going to the theatre, which is exactly right, but you only mention that down here. So before that, you don't tell me anything about it. So you need to say, what do you understand by that? And I think most people think this should be including art, sport, music, drama in the school curriculum. So during the school day. So not just having math and science all day long, but including other lessons as well, and that benefits how children learn because it's more fun. So that's the sort of argument you want to be using. Okay. Schools play the most vital role in one's life, absolutely, and maybe join that together. And while many believe that schools' only goal is to educate, there are others who argue that entertainment. So I would say maybe the inclusion of a variety of other activities during the school day is important. Now, I opine that word doesn't exist. I believe the latter, or you should say, I believe that. Put your opinion up into here. So that needs a bit of tidying up, that little paragraph there. So if a child's made purely to focus on studies, they will not get time to de-stress. Yes, it's a very good argument. This could, careful here with the hedging, this could make that academic experience boring and unconstructive, unrewarding, something like that. You need another word there. Boring is not really high level and will not let them achieve the desired score in their exams. For example, you must write example. And you don't use a colon, you use a comma. A study at Oxford, or from Oxford University, indicated that children who are given a balanced study and entertainment program score well in exams. Yes, this is absolutely fine. Yep, maybe try not to repeat programs. Maybe you could find a way around that. Therefore, crucial to entertain children. Yes, again, I try and interest children. Try and get away from that word entertain the whole time. Secondly, again, get away from that word. Find something else to say. Helps children look at the world with a broader perspective. This is due to the fact that through, okay, watch out. So you say stimulating them through drama, or stimulating them through art, or encouraging their visual development by art, something like that. Children can be enlightened, so can, not will, with careers, with career options that can be chosen by them in the future. And then I like this example about the theatre. That's really good. So you're making the point and you're backing it up, which is fine. And then cautious here, this would or this could give them a bright, wealthy future. So your conclusion looks really good as well. You're restating what you think. It's a vital asset. It should be more mandatory, yes. In the coming years, yes. And I like your prediction. Well done. I think that's a good thing to put in, and well done for getting that, using that from the module. We will see more and more schools adapt this logic. Yes, I like that. And trying to benefit children, largely securing a good future for them. Yeah. So it's a really good essay. I think you've understood the question. You know what you're trying to do. I would just make sure you show the examiner exactly what you understand by the question. So in terms of getting full marks for task achievement, that's important. Again, your grammar looks good. Your vocabulary is really good. So well done. Keep on going, and thank you very much.